Good morning. It's Monday, July 18th. Good to see you today. Today's reading will be Isaiah chapter 61 through 63. Chapter 61 is a distinction between the first coming and the second coming of Christ. A little tidbit of trivia if you're wondering. My sermons are always inserted in my Bible by Isaiah 61. For 19 years I've done it that way now. This is 61:1. A good verse to read before you deliver any message. But notice here in verse 2 says to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord. Now, when Jesus quotes that in Luke chapter 4, verses 18 through 19, that's where the sentence ends. That's where Jesus ends. And so even Jesus is acknowledging that there is a plan A, plan B, that there is a split. There's an understanding of two different times of Christ's coming to earth. And so this chapter helps us to see the distinction 600-700 years before Christ is born. We don't realize it until Paul talks about the mystery of the church. And again, the last two verses down there, again, talking about the millennium. So as I mentioned before, the first 39 chapters kind of mirror some of maybe the feel of the Old Testament. The second 27 more of the new. Now we still have some judgment here because it's talking about the future judgment, tribulation, and then moving into the millennium. Here in 62, we find the future plan for Israel by the Messiah, and then the rest of the chapter there talking again about the millennium. As you read 63, it seems to mirror somewhat of the judgments that are talked about in the book of Revelation. And so as we're getting towards the end here, remember only 4 chapters from the end, we're starting to see that kind of judgment instead of the judgment that's present with Israel, even in the last 15 chapters. You see the winepress of judgment that is pretty close to when the Bible talks about that the blood will flow to the horse's bridle, but then you find that God is still merciful even in that. All right, one more day of Isaiah, and we'll start hitting something new. Hope you have a great day. Catch you later.